snip some grass, are you?
Well, I know who's going to be helping me with this bloody job. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys what canopy I've actually chosen to put on the 950 Hilux. Now, the reason why I've chosen this canopy is because I've been looking for a couple of months and I reckon that it's the best quality to price ratio that I could find. And I'm not even going to keep you guys waiting, I'm literally just going to show you it right now. TC Boxes. Now, the reason that I went for this one is just for the simple fact that it's bloody good quality. It's a perfect size that I wanted. It's got jack-off capabilities and stuff like that. Now the sizing with it, I've gone for 650 long and 1800 wide. But the main reason why I wanted this one was you actually have two doors on this side. So I've opted for the dog box and I think it looks bloody mint. I've got some pretty good plans for this later on. And not only that, it's a bloody awesome fit for the 950 Hilux. It doesn't overhang and it makes the ute look complete in all honesty. Another great added bonus is that I love these whale tail locks. They're absolutely perfect for what I want, and not only that, they just look absolutely smick. The worker is definitely helping me today, isn't he? But that's not the main part of this video. The main part is I'm going to be setting out a whole drawer system and doing it all by myself. And believe me, I'm a plumber. I've never done this before, so we're just going to have to see what happens and see how it goes. What I actually want for this drawer system, my plans are, I'm going to be putting a big barrier wall just in the side here to come along with that wall so that all of this can be for storage. I'm going to have two big drawers on top of each other right here, and then ideally my wish list for me to do for myself, I want to have a pull-out pantry that I make by myself as well. Now, I don't know if all of this is going to happen, so you're going to have to wait and watch and see what happens. But on the other side, I'm literally just going to have a large drawer. It's just going to be a single pull-out drawer. And then on the top, I'm just going to be leaving it as it is, as I want all of this big stuff here to be for the big bulky items, like I'm going to have the chair, possibly a table, and also all the things that basically can't fit in a drawer. But these drawers aren't just going to be made with normal pine. I'm planning on doing two different options. I've made my choice already, but this here is just this original pine, but it's with a tan. It's called Teak 085. I've decided to burn the oak so that it's the original pine just like this. You put the flamethrower over it and then you just sand it over to get all these little bits and pieces out of it. And then once you're finished with that, you get this nice finish on it and it actually feels really nice. And not only that, it looks bloody mint. It looks like a chopping board in all honesty. So I can only imagine how nice all this is going to look in there. I think it's going to go really well with the black contrast of the whole canopy. So without further ado, let's get started. So just an update with the drawers. At the moment, all I've done is put in these little long slats here. This is what the slide out table is going to be on. So the reason that I've put these up flat and not an actual whole piece of wood, very simple fact, just saving some weight with the wood, and also I don't have to use as much, a little bit cheaper in the long run. So I reckon right now I'm going to start to actually make the box where the pantry and the two shelves are going to be going. Now, whenever you're doing shelves, you always have to have a look at what's going to be closest to your drawers, because if you've got a slide out pantry, it's no good if it hits on something. So I'm going to have to go further out of this gas strut. Even although that it's a little bit of wasted space, there's not much you can really do it. At the end, there is going to be a whole platform here, especially at the other side, so you can still put heavy, bulky stuff on there, like tables, chairs, etc. But I reckon once we do this, we'll be pretty much ready to rock and roll with this pantry and the drawers, and I reckon they'll take the longest to actually put together. But there's nothing else to do now but just crack on. Let's do it. I'll just show you guys what I've actually done so far just before I put the big main board on that's going to go right on the top here. So, best word of advice, if you've got a partner, brainstorm, because that's the best thing you can possibly do. Becky came out here with some bloody awesome ideas from where to put the pantry, where to actually put the tables as well, and I'll show you what she's actually changed to the whole design, and trust me, it's made this whole drawer system work so much more better. You get more space. So I'll show you guys that now. So originally, I was planning on having the pantry come sliding up and being the whole depth of the actual canopy itself. But then Becky decided maybe it's going to be better just to have the pantry above here so we have a deeper storage area. So there's going to be one big drawer here, one big drawer there. That's just the divider. This side on the kitchen is actually going to be longer just because more food, more prep, you know how it is. Pots and pans, big stuff's going to go down there. But this is the great idea that Becky had. We cruised on down to Bunnings and we actually got 2 tables. And the best part about it is that I'm making it so that they can literally just slide in and out. Because put it this way, with your table, it's the first thing that you want it to come out and it's the last thing you want it to go back in. And all I was thinking was, oh, I forgot to put the table in. And Becky's like, I'll just put it in the side there. It'll make the weight more forward and you still get a deep drawer. And I was like, I hate it when you're right, but you're right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And this is also the table that comes out as well. So, big gigantic table, absolutely perfect for doing all of your prep work. And a drawer's going to be able to come out here. Now with this table, I'm pretty bloody impressed with myself that I came up with this idea, but if you slide it in all the way, just like that, and you cruise on around to the other side, you can actually pull it out on this side as well. So no matter what, it goes the whole length of the canopy, so you can take it in and out. This side is going to be for taking everything out, like big pots and stuff like that. And it's also right beside the dirty gear area, so it's going to be made for working on, maybe working on the ute and stuff like that. But the other side will be for a kitchen. So it's just awesome that you can pop off to the side of the road. You don't have to grab one of your big tables out. You can literally just slide it out and make a sandwich. So I guess there's nothing to do but put this big board on and then we can actually get to the fun part, making the drawers. So let's get back into it. Yeah! Coming to the end of the day, and I think I'm going to knock off here just for today. But I'm going to show you guys the progress that I've made today. So what we've done, we've actually finished both of the drawers on both sides. I got these handles from Bunnings, and in all honesty, I think they look smick. Now, one thing that I was originally going to do, I was originally going to be putting a pantry right here, but Becky and I, we're going to go on a trip to Burrendong Dam, and I underestimated how large this bloody drawer was. So I'm thinking I'm going to keep this top part here for storage, and then just keep this part here for food and, you know, utensils, forks, pots and stuff like that. One thing I probably didn't tell you guys before, I made this drawer 150 mil longer than the drawer behind that one, just for the simple fact this is the one that we're going to be keeping all of our food in, all of the utensils. You want more space in this one. That one's going to be for big pots, you know, probably some tools or something like that. But I haven't actually made my mind up if I am going to be making a pull-out pantry. After this trip I'm going to make that decision, because with a budget build and doing a DIY, it takes a long time. Like this, to get this far, it's taken me a full day and a half, and that's just flat chat, you know, non-stop, working from, you know, sunrise to sunset. The only reason I went in last night was because I was getting smashed by mozzies. But anyway, we'll get back from our trip, and I guess if I want to pull out pantry, the video will continue. If not, the video will end here. So, you really are helping me, Knox, aren't you, today? You're gonna help me do some drawers, mate? Yeah?